Well, it looks like our Queen's Tears bromeliads are getting ready to bloom. Listen to the birds. So tonight and tomorrow, I guess are hopefully our last hurrahs of winter. 45 degrees tonight supposedly and 41 tomorrow night. Our Florida Bethany here, this native wildflower, is starting to bloom quite heavily around here, but it'll be 100 times more than that in a month or two probably. Sajo or Sajo persimmon starting to leaf out pretty good. I was just taking a look at this chaya here, and there are some little buds that are green coming out from near the base. So the chaya we put in the raised bed number 1 definitely seems like it survived. Hopefully it'll sprout and just come on out soon. A lot of sweet potatoes coming out from the bed, and in other places we've planted sweet potato vines as well. So after this little couple days in the 40s, I think we're going to plant out most of our seeds just in the beds. Hopefully we have tomatoes and stuff come up and survive and have enough warm weather for them to survive, but we'll see. We can always buy some more seeds to plant, start indoors or something. Are we going to like throw out soybeans and, maybe peanuts or other types of field peas and stuff? I don't know. I would like to do peanuts, try them again this year. We didn't have any luck last year, I don't think, with them. But maybe it's the small peanuts we get here aren't what I want to plant. I want to do like the larger Virginia peanuts if possible. See how our papaya is doing that we planted over here on raised bed number 2. Looks like it's coming back there. One of our cassava sticks decided to root from the bottom there, but it's still green up here, so they might shoot some buds out here as well. If not, though, that's good enough for me. Check out that cool looking beetle right there. Really long whiskers. Well, I thought this guy was probably a goner, but I see an actual leaf from this pomegranate. Check this out, there's some leaves. That's the pomegranate we planted last season to try to save it, and I have not seen any sign of it until now. Check that out. Not everything we plant to or transplant to try to save makes it. Like the moonglow pear, it was just too far gone, I believe. So we are, that's just a loss. Maybe we moved. It's still got some green on it, so it may or may not come back. Somebody poisoned this guy with some kind of herbicides or gasoline. So now the pear tree that never gets pollinated is in bloom. I don't know if you can see it, but right there's a bloom. Kind of high in the air, and I'm looking almost into the sunlight. That's why we sort of tried to do a post-mycorrhizal bed to try to repair a couple of these pear trees and see if they will snap out of it and start blooming, and I guess start getting better growth and just more vigor, look healthier. And it may be a couple seasons before we know if doing this will help. I've got a couple interesting prospects for a couple of trees for wetland zone 1, and I hope the deal goes through. I hope, if so, then we get some healthy plant material and that everything survives and does okay. It's just a couple little plants, and I did not think we were going to get anything this season. So fingers crossed. Oh, look at that nice clusters of Meyer lemon flowers. We still have a few Meyer lemons over here, maybe 8 or 10. There's some up there in all those bushes. Are we going to make another lemon pie? Someone commented today, yesterday, the other day, that the lawnmower was loud in our video. Well, I guess our neighbors are mowing again today, so hopefully you can hear me. Neighbor is a truck driver, and he's gone 2 weeks at a time and gets like a 2 or 3 days home, you know, after 2 weeks. And all he does is work in his yard that whole time. He mows and cuts trees down and yada yada. And then he goes back on the road. Picked some more marsh white grapefruit the other day to take back to the market. We still got quite a bit way up in the air there. Who knows, there might be 50 or more up there that we can sell. Check out the density of these white mulberries. Like how many fruits are on, that's like a 4-inch piece right there. There's probably 12, 15 on that little tiny stick. And you know, it's like that kind of all over the tree. So I recently just got this Afghansky pomegranate, which is supposed to do really well in the southeast humid climates. It was like a Russian bred pomegranate. Well, let's see if we can find a place to plant this guy. See if it does better than the Wonderful does here. So I found a place right here close to the road, sort of where we're going to plant those pineapple guavas over there. Pretty much full sun. Shouldn't be a flood zone here. Some old half broken down wood chips here. A little bit of sphagnum moss there. Ants and all were just in this like little trailer here for a long time, breaking down this material. We're going to add some of this, I guess what you would call some tree dirt, where a dead tree has this like soil. Check this out, like pre-made soil, kind of like its own compost. Let's add some of that to the whole. A little bit of this Happy Life compost and cow manure mixture. A little bit of compost from our active compost pile. Our magic soil from the magic soil area. Both of them are full of earthworms, so I really don't want to chop them up a lot. But that magic soil, look at there, it's almost like coffee, so brown in color. And it's just full of like fungi. So it's going to seed it with fungal growth, it's going to seed it with earthworms, and it's going to have a decent nutrient level here to kind of give this guy a good start. Hand tossed it with the dirt that's already here to mix it well, and this should be all we need. Some good old rainwater here just to try to fill those air pockets and stuff. Yeah. Looks like we got it packed pretty good. All right, Afghansky pomegranate. Wish us luck. It's been kind of hectic, and I've been sort of distracted. So this video has been happening off and on pretty much all day this Sunday. Yeah, the spring break, all the kids are home. Then before I planted that last tree, that pomegranate tree or shrub, Natalie got sick, cramping, and some other stuff I ain't gonna get into here. Pretty nasty. Hopefully she doesn't have like a stomach bug, maybe just something she ate that didn't agree with her. But I think we're gonna plant one more plant. Let's just end everything off on a high note. We also got 2 3-gallon mayhaws, a Red Champ and Double G. These are grafted. So let's plant one of these guys at least. Let's do one near my other mayhaw tree. Got some more peat, more of that broken down mulch, and I'm gonna add compost and some of our magic soil and the tree soil, and just kind of give it a good chance of surviving and thriving, you know, by adding these nutrients, earthworms, and fungal roots in the mix. Sunny spot here. There are pine trees up there, but there's a lot of sun, and yeah, it's a little bit wet here, and it's only about 50 to 60 foot away from the big mayhaw that's already blooming. Not the easiest to dig over here because of every single shovel has pine roots, but we did the best we could. Rainwater, that's full of algae too, so there should be a lot of nutrients in it. But this is the Red Champ mayhaw, and again, wish us luck. Our first mayhaw tree, it died down to the ground like once or twice. So that's what I would worry about, it going down to the root system for whatever reason, just not getting established before floods or freezes, and then losing that scion wood, the graft. So if you lose the graft, you're back to rootstock. That's it for today. We definitely have some new ideas we'll talk about in future videos. And I can't wait to get back to Wetland Zone 1, and I can't wait to get back in the raised aged wood chip alternative beds. Take care.